this video, we're going to cover the two corollaries from section 7.4, the first of which, the proportional parts of parallel lines. So we have three parallel lines, could be more, that intersect two transversals, and the corollary says then those parallel lines divide the transversals into proportional parts. So in this particular case, we want to find the value of x. So x is one part of this transversal. So a possible proportion that we could write would say that x corresponds to the other part of that transversal in the same way that 9 centimeters corresponds to the other part of that transversal. Now our proportion could have also have said x divided by 9 centimeters is the same as 10 centimeters divided by 12 centimeters. The cross products would be the same, so it's an equivalent proportion. Now I'm going to reduce a little bit just to make my fractions easier to work with. So 9 centimeters divided by 12 centimeters would reduce to be 3/4. I could also reduce here 10 and 4 could each be divided by 2. So cross multiplying 2x would equal 15 centimeters. That label did not reduce. So dividing both sides by 2, x is 7 5/10 centimeters. The second corollary stated that if we had 3 or more parallel lines that cut congruent segments on a transversal, they cut congruent segments on any transversal. So in this particular case, we actually have 4 parallel lines, and they divide that transversal into 3 congruent segments. That means that any other transversal is also divided into congruent segments. So I would know, for example, this segment, and this segment are congruent. Likewise, on this transversal, those 3 segments are congruent. Once we see that, it makes it pretty easy to find x. These two are congruent, and this is 23 centimeters. X is going to be 23 centimeters. If these 3 are congruent, and this segment has a length of 30 centimeters, then y will equal 30 centimeters. And that's it for those.